Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Luxembourg Rift Tournament's big reveal stream. The stream where we show you everything. Unless you really just arrived now, you've already witnessed part of what we have to show you tonight. Breakthrough is a song we made in collaboration with the infamous Tyronics. You can already listen to that song on his Spotify, his SoundCloud, as well as on our YouTube channel. It will of course also be played regularly on our future broadcasts. Now, before I unveil anything more to you, we have a few words from a very important person. Someone who promotes esports here in Luxembourg and is the CEO of 11F, Fabio De Aguiar.
Thank you, Mites, for the introduction. So today I want to talk a little bit about esports in Luxembourg. We noticed that the last 3 years, esports is becoming more and more popular, not only at an international level, but also here in Luxembourg. One of the main reasons for this development is that companies started to invest into esports. And as a consequence of this, the whole media attention has been rising up since then. Compared to other countries, we have to admit that Luxembourg has still a lot to do in terms of esports development. We need to develop the promotion of competitions, the teams, the players, seeking for a more professional overall level. For reaching out these goals, the government has clearly to recognize esports as an official sport. That being said, the ecosystem in place right now needs to focus on the development itself. And that's the point where we are lucky for having you guys. I remember when we met each other for the first time, Daniel was contacting me for the LGX 2018, and he wanted to be a caster of League of Legends with his friend Mitus. So I asked them if they had any other experience before being a caster. And they said, nope, we didn't, but we played the game. So I looked at the social media profile of Daniel and I was discovering a handsome beast of a man. And my inner voice was telling me, let's do this. So I said yes. And then over the next years, we were collaborating more and more on several projects with them. Last year, in 2020, we worked out a concept for streaming the first season of Post Esport League with them. Later on, we worked together for the finals and also for the LGX Online concept. And I have to say that he did a great job. And then I also met François. And François, another friend of them, is a very calm and professional young man. And I said, perfect, because this man has always a solution for every problem. So they did a great job, and I'm very happy to work together with them because they are such passionate people. LRT has an important role in the ecosystem because they are bringing entertainment at your home. Esports without live streaming means without fans, means without emotions, and without emotions, it isn't esports anymore. So I want to thank you, LRT, for your engagement, and I'm really looking forward for big projects coming in 2021. Wishing you all the best, and thanks for having me. Now, back to Mites.
Thank you for the kind words, Fabio. Now, Fabio is most well known for his contribution to the development of esports here in Luxembourg, but most importantly to us, he is the man who set us on our current journey. A journey which brought us, as well as you, here tonight on this stream. A journey also well worth reflecting on, which is why we're going to take a short trip down memory lane in order to see where it all started and how it came to become what it is now.
That's basically where it all began. Fabio invited us to cast the semifinals of the League of Legends tournament for the LGX 2018. So we went up to his apartment and squeezed in this really tiny room, sat in front of a green screen, and we were filmed by like a casual Logitech camera, and we just started to cast.
Yeah, and it was the first casting experience we ever had, so obviously we were really not that good. We were talking a lot of nonsense and we were swearing to the stream, so it was... But we had fun, and I think that's the most important, and it came across to the viewership.
Yeah, also to the organizers, since they actually also asked us to cast the finals at the live event of the LGX 2018 on stage in front of all of the live viewers. And I think that was maybe a bit of an overwhelming at first, but also really exciting experience we had there. And I don't know, I think we enjoyed it both quite enough, so we wanted to do more, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's the starting point where we said we are gonna found Luxembourg with tournaments right now.
Our first few events were pretty overwhelming, to say the least. I think our first live stream had like 25 viewers, which for us was quite a lot.
But still, the first season also had its challenges. Mostly in finding teams for the tournaments, because we were not able to afford any prize pools back then, and that's what attracted good teams the most. In the end, it didn't matter that much, because Luxembourg with tournaments was always a fun project, and we were there to provide something fun to the community, and I think we did.
Oh my god! Oh my goodness! We are in the game!
Should have done it at Snoop Dogg's game for God.
We even had a pretty cathartic end to the season. I think the few weeks before our last tournament, the Baron fight, 11F contacted us and asked us if we want to host the Kinepolis Legends Cup 2019 for the LGX at the Lux Expo, and of course we accepted.
And that was a huge amount of work back then. We had to contact the teams, get in touch with all the people connected to the event, and it was quite insane, but in the end it was definitely worth it, because we were able to be back on that big stage and provide something really cool to the audience. Then came the announcement for Pulse Esports League, and I'm not gonna lie, I was afraid. I mean, obviously, a sponsor like Post willing to invest into the scene was great, and it would become huge. But for our little fun project and the Luxembourg with Tournaments League, that would mean that we would drop absolutely insignificant.
Yeah, it was pretty terrifying competition indeed, and we just knew that we wouldn't be able to keep up, right? However, in the end, it played out pretty differently than we expected.
I give it to you, Daniel.
Thank you, Trax, for that very nice introduction of yours. I think they have really gained a lot of confidence.
Drops the Ragnarok and does a lot of damage to the Leona, but is forced to go back as there is damage coming back. Plau picks up a kill on him.
And with that, we are going into a short break for the pick here. And Wayne is just doing so much damage. Halia instantly pops under the tower.
again, that Galio, he went full AP, Rabadon's first item, which is quite questionable.
But they are getting taken apart, and Team Slick is taking home the first game of this best of 3 against all odds.
In the end, we were heavily involved with the past esports league. We did some admin work in the background, we even had our own weekly live show about it, and we even got asked to cast and do some more behind the scenes work for the playoffs as well as the finals.
We also got our share of the success of Post Esports League. Our own social media started gaining influence. We had more viewers than ever before on our streams, and more teams started participating on our tournaments. We started rethinking our position. Where do we stand, and what are our goals? What are our strengths and weaknesses, and where do we want to go with Luxembourg Group tournaments?
In conclusion, we decided that if we wanted to stay relevant in the developing esports scene here in Luxembourg, we needed to grow and to change.
Well, it all started in Champ Select, in my opinion. Play might have been a bit too greedy there.
Wow, what a ride we had, ladies and gentlemen. For this video, as well as our new logo you just saw, we have Michelle to thank. She's a new addition to our team, and also a really good one. Now, before we get into the details, we're gonna hop into a short 5 minutes break in order for you to catch a breath and for us to set up some things on our side. However, you might have noticed that TechGuy initialized a raid to another Twitch channel. We invite you all to join that raid, as it will bring you to our new Rift Entertainment Twitch channel. However, if you were to miss out on the raid, don't worry. We will be keeping the stream up simultaneously on this channel as well as the new one. Now, without any further ado, I'd say I'll see you soon.
Count to 10. So won't you run away with me tonight? You could be the one that I've been wanting all my life. 'Cause when you're looking at me with those eyes, I don't wanna leave, I need you, we could be the light. So won't you run away with me tonight? I could be the one that you've been wanting all your life. 'Cause I know that I'm ready to go down to the brighter side. La la la, la 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 la. La la la, la 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 la. La la la, la 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 la. La la la, down to the brighter side. La la la, la 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 la. La la la, la 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 la. La la la, la 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 la. can rest your mind. It'll be alright, be alright. I don't wanna leave, I need you. We could be the light. So won't you run away with me tonight? I could be the one that you've been wanting all your life. 'Cause I know that I'm ready to go down to the brighter side. La la la, la 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 la. La la la, la 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 la. La la la, la 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 la. La la la, down to the brighter side. La la la, la 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 la. La la la, la 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 la. La la la, la 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 la. La la la, down to the brighter side. I don't wanna leave, I need you. We could be the light. So won't you run away with me tonight? I could be the one that you've been wanting all your life. 'Cause I know that I'm ready to go down to the brighter side. When I look back there, my life was mostly gray. These sleepless nights, I stopped counting them, but still here and ready to slay. Let's get our weapons. It's time for us to shine. It all comes down to this. We'll meet on the other side. Break all their bounds, they won't leave us alone. We're fighting and playing until we reach an end. I will give you my hand, 'cause together we stand. That's why we keep winning. Don't stand in our way.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm now joined here by Daniel, the handsome beast. And we're gonna talk to you a bit more about this reveal. We're finally there. We're gonna show you what you've been waiting for like quite a few minutes now. The long expected reveal of Rift Entertainment. We're also gonna be joined by a PowerPoint. And yeah, we're gonna tell you quite a bit more about us and why we're here now.
I think you also might have noticed we have changed a little bit because the old Luxembourg with tournament logo as well as the Facebook page is gone. I did quite an oopsie there. I don't know if anyone was currently checking our Facebook page this afternoon, but we changed the name a little bit too early because Facebook is a good platform. Anyways, if we would get that PowerPoint up for you to show you a little bit more about Rift Entertainment and what our plans are for the future.
And
Well, I think we can already start as to why did we change from Luxembourg Rift Tournament to Rift Entertainment? Why the big change now suddenly? Can you tell us more about that?
Well, I think it all started after the playoffs of POS Esports League, where we actually went to a restaurant all together, which is quite absurd when you think now that you went to a restaurant.
Yeah.
But we were at a restaurant all together after the playoffs, and we were thinking a little bit about our position in this whole ecosystem of the Luxembourgish esports scene. And we realized that with the POS Esports League being so popular now, and League of Legends being a part of the POS Esports League, and I think the need for competition was not there that much anymore.
Yeah.
Especially because in our position we were not able to provide the quality and level of competition that was needed.
Yeah.
So we started rethinking our position, and we decided that our strengths lie elsewhere.
Yeah, and alongside that, I think there is also, we also have a new look at that. So we will have some new things we're going to do. We have a new look, which is kind of because, well, the old logo was not that great. I mean, it was great, but it wasn't that flashy. The one we have now is clean and straight to the point, in my opinion. And with that new logo, we also have a whole new artistic direction in general, a whole new look, like this black and red you can see. And that's one of the few things that played into why we also want to change. There's also the name change, of course, from Luxembourg Rift Tournament, which honestly is quite a mouthful. I think there's a few people who told us that's such a long name. So we decided to shorten it. And to be honest, Rift Entertainment, it kind of rolls off the tongue, especially the Rift. Just rolls off the tongue. And yeah, I think we also have now is it in the slide with, yeah, here you can see we had a few designs. We got in from Michelle, as I told you, she did our logo. She did us some drafts, and we expanded on that. You can see 2 other propositions we had, but then we decided to stick with the one we have now. And I think that's where the point came when we said, okay, this is cool. We have something great now. Let's work on it. And where we really started to activate the Steam engine and go all in.
I think what is important to understand, this, what you can see right there, happened in summer 2020.
Yeah.
So that's already over half a year ago. And since then, this whole idea of Rift Entertainment and where we could go with this was developing. And I think the logo is important because when the logo was done, maybe we can hop to the next slide for that. When the logo was done, and here you should be able to see it again on the big screen, that's when dedication really kicked in, and we started to develop the idea to the point where where we are now with it. So yeah, what is Rift Entertainment about? Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we have a new main goal, less about doing the tournaments, which is what we've been doing up to now, as Daniel explained before. We're going to focus more on something we've been doing for quite some time and doing it really, really good, in my opinion. We're going to focus on broadcasting. We've got a lot of experience in broadcasting thanks to Tech Guy. We've also got some cutting-edge technology in that sense. So that's one of the reasons why we want to focus on that, because it's something we're really good at. And I think it just brings more and more people together, to especially in the current times we have with the ongoing pandemic. People have to stay at home, and we can bring just about anything to their homes with broadcasting.
Yeah. And what exactly is it that you can expect from Rift Entertainment in that broadcasting department? Well, you can find out on our webpage, but later more about that. It will be the Livestream in a Box product. We basically have collected, or Tech Guy mostly has set together a great equipment that fits into one single box and is basically capable of streaming any event on basically TV standards, which is great in my opinion. And yeah, I think there's more to talk about because broadcasting is not the only thing with entertainment will be about. Otherwise, this could be tech guy alone. But there's also us two idiots on the couch. And what are we gonna do?
Yes, we have another service we're going to provide to a more broad array of people. We have the Creator Program, which is a program where you can sign up, and basically we help you becoming content creator, influencer, streamer, or whatever goes into that niche of content creation, actually. If you could tell us a bit more about that, Daniel.
I think creators in Luxembourg often stay very small up to now, and that's something we really want to change. I think we have so much potential here in this little country because we speak up to 4 languages, and I just don't believe that there are not any PewDiePies among us. So the Creator Program is your way to go. We have collected a lot of knowledge as well as all the boring stuff like the legal advice and all that stuff for you. And you can join the program. There is not going to be any restrictions to that program. So if you're already part of another organization, that's no problem. You can join anyways. We are always happy to help you and your channel grow. Yeah, that's the idea of the Creator Program, to promote more people in that direction.
Yeah, and of course, along having people to create some content, we're also gonna get into content creation ourselves, beyond just what we've been doing up to now, which is mostly related to gaming and esports. It's still, of course, going to be related to gaming and esports, but we want to branch out a bit. We want to experience new things, try some things out, and I think really the sky is the limit here, because we just have so many ideas, I think, Daniel and I, stuff we can do, or want to do, or could do, and there's also a lot of other people who probably have a lot of great ideas, and one of the goals of Riven Entertainment is going to be to bring those ideas to the world, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think something that also might have dropped a little bit under the table now, I think I gave too much the impression that we don't want to have anything to do with esports anymore. That's absolutely not true. We are still a lot into esports and developing the Luxembourgish esports scene, and we will keep on doing that. Maybe less with our own tournaments, but we will try to bring as many tournaments to your screens as possible. And I think that's like the hole in the Luxembourgish scene that we want to fill right now.
Yes, and Daniel and I, of course, are also going to keep casting in League of Legends, and I think we're also going to look for other people who want to cast, because, well, we're not the most experienced, or we're definitely not for perfect, near from that, but we have some experience in it, and especially some experience in front of the camera, and I think we are quite well placed to help other people who want to get into it. And I think there's a lot of people who want to, but maybe don't dare to, because it's in front of a camera, you need the knowledge, you need to talk good English, I guess, and so on and so forth. And we just want to make that also more accessible. Well, I think we're pretty much over everything we have to tell. Then.
I think we are pretty much over most of what we can tell you up to now. I think there are a lot of projects coming in the near future by Rift Entertainment that are still on the horizon, or that we cannot tell you yet about. But we will be involved with a lot of the big projects throughout the year. I think that's as much as I can say without saying anything. What I actually can tell you about next week on Saturday will be a DJ live stream organized by Madness, I believe. And there are going to be all the big DJs from this country. So DJ Busy, DJ D, Seven, Turn Up Tune is there. And we are going to be broadcasting that event. So you can check that out, definitely. And I would say, we have one last thing. That's our new webpage. That was a huge amount of work, and I have to thank Luca a lot for that. He has been working day and night to make that webpage happen. I hope you can enjoy it. The goal of the website is to bring esports as well as generally what Rift Entertainment is doing even closer to you.
There's of course our social media, the Facebook page which was updated, and I think we have also more. We have now an Instagram too, which is about to be set up, and a YouTube channel for Rift Entertainment. You can follow us on all of these, and that way you can stay updated to any news relating to Rift Entertainment.
Yeah, actually on the YouTube channel you can already find, as mentioned before, the Breakthrough by Tyronics, so our new song, and you can find that reveal movie that you have seen earlier on the stream as well on our YouTube channel. I think we will also upload this show. The idea behind the YouTube channel, or the concept that we are going for there, will be that you can watch the VODs from for most of our live streams or all the bigger events, but we will also try to create some YouTube original content. So definitely look forward to that.
Yes. And I'd say, since we're done over here, if you have any questions, I'd say we can grab up the chat. Yeah. And you can ask us questions in chat and we will answer them as far as we can, if there are any there.
If there are any questions or maybe ideas, maybe you have some ideas what Rift Entertainment should or could be doing. Yeah. Or maybe you want to apply immediately.
Yeah, just in the comments.
We are quite dark.
Yeah.
Can we fix that?
However, except the dark part, we're also really good. I mean, I feel great. I feel great. I don't know about you.
What?
Although someone asked, how are you guys?
Oh, how are you guys? Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm great. It was a stressful week because there was a lot of stuff to get ready. But yeah, I'm really happy that we have it behind us now and that we can actually start working as Rift Entertainment and not only working towards telling you.
Yeah, it was quite hard to keep it all as hidden as possible, but here we are now, so we don't need, and no need for secrets anymore.
What do you expect of your members? Like, what do we expect from our members?
Well, mostly motivation. If you're motivated, we can pretty much do anything together, I think. There's nothing we expect of you necessarily, just that if you want to join, just bring good mood with you and also, well, help us. Or don't. You can also just join us and be there. But be great to have, well, that's actually also a thing. We are looking for new members because, well, we're still a pretty small team and we've got great ambitions, you know, and we just want to have as much possible to help us as possible.
Yeah, definitely. If you are interested in becoming a member in Rift Entertainment, you should check out our webpage. We have an article that actually is called We Want You, where you basically can apply and you can a little bit read more about what we look for currently. I think Loic's description was already really wide. You don't have to bring anything to the table to really join Rift Entertainment. However, we are very grateful for people that are willing to write for our website. So write about esports and gaming in general. If you are an editor or movie editor, that's great. Graphic designers are also always welcome, and yeah, there's a bunch of stuff.
And even if you just have like a lot of ideas of things you want to do or bring to the screen, if you have like, wow, this would be a really cool, I don't know, a video concept or web series or anything, just join us. And as I said before, the goal is to just do projects and do stuff people want to see or we think people want to see. So if you have ideas and a lot of stuff in your noggin, you're also welcome.
Tyronic is saying that our hoodies are quite cool.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. You have, wait, I'll get a bit closer here. A tinier version of, I'm really bad at this, tinier version of the logo, and on the back You have the whole logo. I don't know if you can see it well right now. Yeah, the whole logo, Rift Entertainment. They're pretty neat, and also they're really comfy actually.
Yeah, they definitely are, and we have a few in stock. Maybe if you are interested in getting some, you can always hit us up. So, Ayalif, you had a question before. I missed that, unfortunately. You can you please type it again?
I think he.
You did again.
Flyer visit card things there.
Oh, well, that's actually a really nice offer that you want to. Yeah, I can imagine that as you build the PCs, a lot of people are asking if streaming is possible and stuff like that. I will get back to you about that. Okay? I will get back to you. Is casting couch a thing? That's actually a really cool question. Yes, this was our casting couch, or this is a kind of a casting couch. It's a black leather couch, and we started casting. Well, no, we started casting for LGX, but our very first tournament, we were casting from this couch, and now we are back on it to announce you our new identity, which is quite cool. Back to the woods, but still looking forward.
Still in the basement.
Still in the basement. Are you still casting, or are you looking for new ones? Both. We are both still going to be casting, but we are also still looking for, or always looking for new casters. So, Sabo, if you're interested in casting, just tell us.
Just hit us up. Always looking for new talents here in Luxembourg. Any more questions? No, I don't. Oh, there is one.
What?
Here.
If we are an ASBL or a non-profit organization, yes, we are.
Officially registered. You can find us on all of the official sites for that.
What has been presented? Team Game Changer is asking, or Yelling is asking.
Well, to TLDR, basically I talked some stuff. We showed our new theme song, Breakthrough from Tyronics. Shout out to Tyronics. We had the speech from Fabio. We showed our new movie, our Rift Entertainment trailer, which was sewn together by the talented Michel in addition to our team. And then we went to short break, and then Daniel and I showed alongside a PowerPoint a bit what Rift is about, how we decided to move on from Luxembourg Rift tournaments, get to Rift Entertainment, and then we talked a bit about what we're gonna do. However, if you wanna rewatch it, the VOD is gonna be on our YouTube channel, so you can always rewatch this stream over there.
Yeah, and when we are already talking about rewatching, Tyronic was asking if our trailer is going to be on YouTube, and actually it is already. You can go right now to Rift Entertainment on YouTube and watch it again if you liked it. Okay, well, I think we are up to date with the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to most now with entertainment?
You know what? Actually, literally everything. I mean, I have so many ideas. You have so many ideas. We have so many ideas. And I just look forward to start working on those projects. Those we already have and those we don't already officially have, but those that are just in our heads because we're madmen. But yeah, I'm looking forward to everything. This is going to be great, guys. Really. Look forward to it, to a lot of things.
Mm. Why the name Rift? Well, that's actually a good thing. Like when we were doing that, or when we were developing that whole rebranding idea, as I said, that started in summer and we sat together on Discord one evening, and we were like, okay, like where do we want to go then if we don't fit into the ecosystem anymore? And we decided, as mentioned already, we want to go into this entertainment direction, broadcasting direction. And so that's the entertainment part. Now, why Rift? Well, we still wanted to keep that connection to League of Legends and to Luxembourg Rift tournaments in a way. We wanted to scrap the Luxembourg because that's kind of patriotic and yeah. It's not really... at some point we want to get an audience that is bigger than just Luxembourg. And then that's kind of not really helpful.
It's also kind of a redundant thing here that people put the name of the country in their organization, etc. And I think we just wanted to maybe stick out from that and just be our own thing without any necessary national identity, so to say.
Yeah, and we just thought Rift is a cool word.
Yeah, it's a pretty sick word. I mean, it rolls off the tongue. Rift. And entertainment is also a really sick word, in my opinion. It sounds like so fancy.
What happens on the Rift stays on the Rift. Well, not anymore.
Yeah.
We are going to show it to everyone. So the next time TSK or Team Slick is going to feed, everyone will see. I promise.
Also, if they don't feed. No. That's too bad. No.
What?
We're gonna show everything. Oh, we already showed everything we could.
Schrijft zich op.
Well.
When
is the merch coming out, though? Well, if people think those are really cool, I guess we could look into that. It is an idea we've been playing with, but nothing too concrete yet. But we will definitely look into that, since you seem to really like the hoodies, guys.
Yeah, I think that's also something we are going to look into further, like bringing out more...
Yeah, not only hoodies.
Yeah, but also a bit more designed clothing.
Yeah.
Oh, the mic is stopping. Hello, Mike! By the way, that's also like a cool... I should probably fix that. No, I keep talking.
Well, I don't know what Daniel was going to say, but it's a really cool thing. Well, Daniel's going to fix that. But yeah, not only hoodies, maybe new designs. We have, I think, a lot of talented people here.
Okay, guys, improvisation. We are going to take the mic down with us now.
Well, yeah, as I said, I think we have a lot of people who have a lot of ideas, and I think we could do some pretty cool things there. But keep on saying what you were going to say before, maybe.
I have completely forgotten. Oh, I was talking about clothing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, we were talking a little bit before about graphic design, and if you are into that, I would really fancy making more clothing.
Yeah.
Like maybe a Rift clothing line with really cool design and stuff like that.
And maybe like some totally extravagant stuff with like multicolored feathers sticking out every... No, that's maybe a bit too much.
No.
Okay.
No, like actual clothes people would want to wear. Like with maybe very subtle League of Legends references or maybe other gaming references as well.
Yeah, just in general. Well, we will look into that. I think that's a really interesting thing we could do too. And if you yourself are interested in designing such things or doing such things, well, hit us up. We, as always, looking for people. I really like that questions.
White is asking, do you think TSK will make it to be
to
the offlines this time? Oof. Difficult
it's hard
question.
To say. We've
Honestly,
not seen them play for quite some time.
Yeah, we have not seen them play for quite some time. I was watching Team Slick. You were streaming a few games against Impact and everything. So actually against you, right? Or were you playing there? I think so. And TSK didn't seem too bad, in my opinion. No roast. But I think at this point the there's been so much changing going on and everything. I even lost track at some point, like who is playing for whom now. So I have no idea. Like, it all comes down to which team was able to get which players, and also how much improvement they made. How much were you able to adapt to the new season? Because there was a lot of changes, and the game is not the same anymore, in my opinion.
Definitely not.
So yeah.
Rip Zach.
Any reactions from Team Slick to that? Believe.
That's maybe an interesting question from Luxembourg. Sorry if I butchered the name, but what studies did you follow in order to launch this project? Do you have any prior experience in this field? Our studies have, to the most part, not any relation to what we're doing now. I think except Tech Guy, who's been doing a lot of stuff going into informatics and also knowing quite a lot about the hardware because of that. And yeah. I think for us it's really
none of us was studying anything into that direction. I think Tech Guy was into broadcasting like when he was very young already. So he started early making this his hobby, but he was never studying towards that.
Yeah, no, not specifically.
You study informatics, which at least has something to do with computers.
Yeah, kind of.
I study educational science or pedagogics, which is not really an English word, but yeah, which has absolutely nothing to do with all of this crap. So yeah,
yeah. we're just mad lads, I guess. But no, you don't need any studies in a specific field to do something like this. I think the most important thing in doing such a project is honestly your passion about what it's going to be about. We're all very passionate gamers, and I think that's what brought us together and made us do this project and keep on doing this project. Of course, if you have studies that go into that field, if you did studies about, I don't know, sound technique, technique and camera and etc., you do have an advantage if you want to do broadcasting, for example, or if you did studies if you studied, I guess, theater or filmmaking, you're probably going to have an advantage too, but it's really not a necessity, especially nowadays with the internet. It's a lot of stuff you can learn by yourself using the internet. So,
okay. Yeah. Can I go into a very short educational lecture here?
Of course.
Institutional learning sucks. Like really, schools suck at teaching you. Just learn by yourself, or try to gain the skills you need for what you want to do in life. And there are so many ways nowadays that you can gain skills and that you can gain them fast. Like, I don't want to make any advertisement now for online platforms, but for example, YouTube contains so much knowledge, so much education. You can learn on TikTok, you can learn on actual platforms that provide you with courses, but those are mostly paid, and you can get often the same value for free or very close value for free. And for the rest, it's just do it and learn on the fly.
And especially you need to filter these things, because the internet is also so much full of a lot of things that are not correct or wrong, but you just need to be careful what you look at.
Always have a
like a third opinion or a second and third opinion. Check the
but
sources.
also a reflective mindset. Like when you find something, check the source. Try to take a scientific approach.
Yeah,
a little bit.
We had a question a bit earlier. What the goal is of our ASBL? I think the main goal is still to develop and promote esports as well as gaming, but also pop culture here in Luxembourg. It's a thing that's been going on for quite a few years now, but in the recent years, 1 or 2 years, it started to gain a lot of traction, and it's something we're passionate about, as said earlier, and we want to keep doing that. And I think developing those things here in Luxembourg is just great for everybody, and I think a lot of people enjoy it.
So, Waven, you told us that you have some great ideas, and I would like to hear those, or I would love to hear those. So definitely try to contact us. Okay. anything else?
I think it seems to be fine, unless there are any other questions on your noggins, people. But it does seem to be...
I'm not okay. I just want to make that right. Like, I didn't want to say that school is like 100% useless. School will get you a basic level of knowledge and also like it will teach you how to approach things. I think that's like the thing I take from university. I learn much faster since I'm at university, and I have a better feeling of how to approach projects and everything. So take those skills from it, not the pure knowledge, but the skills.
And don't just also skip on math. Math is very important. I just say that, but that's actually true, Muffin. But this is like a long discussion. Like, he's looking like that, but a lot of his logical skills were developed by his math courses without him knowing necessarily. But that is
not true.
That is a talk for itself. I think that is like a theme you could have for like a podcast or something.
Yeah, I think we could have a podcast about that.
Yeah, we could have a podcast about a lot of things.
Would you guys listen to a podcast by us?
Yeah.
Maybe one about also esports and stuff.
Yeah, esports, video games in general.
Life in general.
Tech Guy is already so hyped about us just saying this.
Like, we could sometimes invite people from the community, talk about their biggest failures or biggest victories. But
their
that's
biggest
lame.
feats. But yeah, seems like people seem interested. So we have a lot of other ideas. I think I once said maybe a cooking show, something like that. But a lot of ideas, and if you, I'll say it just again, if you also have ideas or want to work on that kind of projects, don't forget to contact us.
Yeah. But I would say, unless you have any more questions for us that are not related to, you know what, White? If you have a math problem, you should definitely take that serious. No, but seriously, I think if we don't have any more questions, we should wrap it up at this point and see you next time. Any last words?
Stay in school and stay healthy. Most importantly, take care of yourselves and I don't know the word in English, but your closest friends, your family, and all of that.